Okay, what we're going to do today is make the salt bridge, which you'll need to complete your electrochemical cell. Your cell should not work without it because you need to balance out the ions. So the parts of your kit that you'll need are this Tygon tubing, this packet of gelatin, and this vial of sodium sulfate. So what we'll do is the gelatin will serve to hold the salt within the salt bridge in this tube. In practice, you could also use a paper towel soaked in salty water as a salt bridge, and that should work just fine as well. This is a little bit more high-tech. So what we'll do is, first I'm currently heating up 30 mils of just normal tap water on a hot plate. And so this is going to be nice and hot. And then what I'm going to do is dump out this gelatin into here. We're only using part of it. The typical volume for the packet of gelatin, according to the instructions, were, I don't think there's a volume here, but from what I saw online, maybe 100 milliliters. So we're using 30, so we'll only use part of the packet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this vial of sodium sulfate. So you can also use sodium chloride, test table salts, but we're using sulfate. This is about 1 gram in the vial that Michael weighed out for you, so we're just going to dissolve this in the water. Is it all going in? Looks like it's all going in. I have a stir bar. You could just stir it with a spoon or something. Or you could pre-boil your water and just add hot water to it. So the salt is important. If you don't add the salt, your jello will not be salty, and then you're not going to have a salt bridge. So here's my gelatin. I'll just add part of it, and we'll hopefully most of it will dissolve, and then we'll let it cool. I'll maybe add half. Okay, it's going in. I tried this before with lime jello, and it seemed to work as well, so you could give that a shot if you're a jello fanatic. Alright, looks like it's mostly going in. I would say it's not going in beautifully. Maybe a little bit more time. I would not call this a homogeneous solution. I might add a little bit more water. I'll point out, you kind of want to keep your concentration of salt a little higher. So basically, my suggestion would be to don't add as much gelatin as I did. Maybe add 1/3 of the packet or even less. Or go slower until it all dissolves. We'll give it a try as it is. Maybe it'll be fine. No, we must do perfection. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Hang on. Okay, I've doubled the volume of water, and I've also added more sodium sulfate. It's a little chunky. So my suggestion to you would be to use the amount of sodium sulfate that you were given, and just use a lot less gelatin in the 30 mils. Because as you'll see, we'll just kind of go with it. This is my jello solution, and then I'm gonna add it to the Tygon tubing, which I've now bent in a beaker. You could also use a cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pipette this solution in there, and then we're going to let it cool, and then harden to be gelatin. I'm going to pipette it. Again, you can try pouring it carefully or dipping it in if you have this in a bigger vessel. So pipette, very tantalizingly tasty. And here, adding it. Oh, okay. So that was less than 1 pipette full to fill this tubing, if you might have noticed. So basically, the amount of volume that this tubing holds is going to be less than 2 milliliters. So in principle, if you could just do your gelatin formation in a lot less volume in order to make your gelatin. I'm going to kind of top it off. You can see that both levels are close to the edge. It won't matter if it reaches the tip of your tubing as long as the end of the gelatin is submerged when you use it later as a salt bridge. Alright, so there it is. And then now I'm just going to go put it in the refrigerator and then let it harden for a little while. Here is our lab fridge, no food or drink allowed. This doesn't count. Oh, this thing was my lime jello salt bridge that I made in glass tubing. So I was gonna send everybody a little glass tube that you can fill it with a salt bridge. It works really well. So this is a glass tube, but I was vetoed. So you guys got Taigun tubing instead. Anyway, we'll be back in a little bit.